We're back and we're ready. We're ready and able to do what we gotta do. Well, Blood, we knew that we'd have to do this. And, sorry about what happened yesterday. Ah, buddy. It is what it is. Well, I'm glad we're just getting close. We're getting closer to where we need to be tomorrow. All right. Tegiri Kalbur. Joe, man, I'm gonna do this like I'm gonna make it sound like Jotaro. Utterly unsurprising turn of events. The knight finds you trolling and altering in search of trolls, the friendly type preferably. Although you've been known to work wonders with hostile folk too. The hunting grounds appear to be primarily teal neighborhood, which suits you fine. Teals live relatively comfortably, and usually are mildly disdainful of you. This strikes you as a good place to search for some companionship. You have another pressing concern, though it's a faint glow on the horizon, which suggests that the sun will be rising soon in a couple of hours from now at most. That's how eternity seems to last forever. But when daylight hits, it's like it hits hard, like a truck. But it's a truck on fire, and the fire's nuclear fusion, and the truck is a star. The point is, you're not in the mood for another sunburn. You better snag a buddy before it's too late. You. You. Hornless thing. Speak of the devil, you whip around at a troll boy with stylish sword and hat. Seriously, this is dumb with like what Punk and Vince Media are a thing now, so I'm just saying we should get some anime voice actors if they ever make an anime of this. Oh, Bugsy, who would want to see a hiveswap friendsim anime? Yeah, I know, kind of silly, right? A troll boy with a stylish hat and sheath sword behind his back. His clothes are a little shabby, but he carries himself with a rigid, composed air. Ooh, what are you? Some kind of mutant troll? Or some sentient creature? It's definitely the latter. Unless he would prefer the former, in which case that you're a mutant, but actually you've learned are not particularly well liked on this planet. An alien. I wouldn't have called you immediately at the east. You didn't appear to be cold. You didn't appear to be a coal on site species. Luckily, luckily for you, luckily for you, I won't have my blade loose. I won't have to loose my blade, and luckily for me, you found a potential comrade. I know what you seek. Shelter, friendship, not necessarily in that order. You're about to speak up, but he's already moving on. You seek a meeting place. Eastern Alternia Fine Animated Art Appreciation Society. Basically anime. He's a weeb, yeah. He's a weeb or an otaku. I can't tell. I mean, us otakus don't really actually carry motherfucking swords. Okay? Although I do kinda want to replica Ichigo's sword. I know that makes me a little nerdy and a little bit more weebish, but fuck, man, I wouldn't even wear it. I wouldn't even have it with me. I just have it on my wall. Or maybe a replica of the Master Sword. Yeah, I can have that on my wall. That'd be nice. Or some less cultured souls would have to call it the Anime Club. I don't like where this is going. Ever since I played Doki Doki, the word club has given me kind of an aversion to the word club. Back home, teachers used to go on and on about how wonderful clubs were a wonderful place to meet new friends. You really didn't believe them then. Maybe things would have been different here on Alternia. You confidently assert, yes, you are here for animes. Anime, dude, not animes. They're not they're not memes. Well, they can be memes. I feared I was gonna have to cancel the meeting due to no shows, but now I can proceed. Schedule, follow me. He gestures. You know, it'd be really cool if we could just have a stand. I mean, Vesmania has licensing rights to put JoJo in. I'm just saying, it's all, Vesmania and One Punkin are cool, so I'm just saying, you can have a stand. It'd be cool. Confidently toward it, but he rethinks it, pausing and looking back at you. Wait. Subbed or dubbed? Motherfucker, it's all motherfucker. Both are good, okay? I'm gonna just say this right now. If y'all get too head over heels about me talking about which part of anime I like, subbed or dubbed, I don't care. I don't care. Like, guys, if you don't want to read, look at dub. If you do want to read and see what the original like lines to various animes are, look at the subbed. Me, I don't care because because both are actually good. Because both have their pros and cons. So I'm a subbed and dubbed person. Boom! Wow, High Blood, you feel really strongly about this. Of course, I'm tired of people always going, oh, I like sub better. No, I like dub better. I'm like, motherfucker, it doesn't matter. Just pick the one you like and don't be a dickhead about it. Shit. People like that really get on my nerves. That's why we got so many anime fans that are willing to fight with each other over the most stupidest of shit. Sub better, dub better. It doesn't fucking matter. We all like anime, okay? We're all fucking weirdos who like anime. Let's just be real with that. Let's be 100% about it and just say we love anime and it doesn't matter which one we like. Although the dub for Konosuba piqued my interest over a certain character that makes me feel a certain way. But hey, let's not go there. His expression immediately sours, and a look of all too familiar. If you had a mouse, you would scroll frantically and roll back in time for a new choice. Can I do that? Wait! Ah! Wait a minute! I can do that! Wait a minute! We could have done that? Okay, we might as well say something's good. You happy? Jesus. Wait a minute, we gotta go with that choice. Hold up. We gotta go. We gotta go back. We gotta go both for good. Because we gotta get that bad ending. Whatever, man. I still stand. Like, even though I'm changing it, I stand by my conviction, dude. Because to me, it don't matter. Like, to me, subbed and dub have their pros and cons. I like each for what they offer. It ain't like the old days where dubs were basically changing everything about about the script. I mean, unless you're Funimation and you want to put SJW values in that fucking everything. Oh yeah, I said it. What, Funimation? What you gonna do? Bitches. High blood, you're going to get them angry. You're going to agitate them. I don't care. I'm just saying. If Funimation would have just well, not added anything and just stick to what they were supposed to do, which is to dub the script accordingly instead of just adding stuff, maybe they wouldn't be in the situation that they're in where Toei's like, no, I'm gonna take away your rights to dub Dragon Ball Z and many other shows that we fucking own. Sorry, I get kind of passionate about that. Hey, do you know why Monica doesn't like anime? Because she likes literature more than anime. Yeah, because of Natsuki. That's a long story. Let's make this man happy. Dubbed. A fellow connoisseur. Ah! You're a cock maggot. Man, I'm not even gonna give you the Jotaro voice. I'm gonna give you the nerdy voice. But a nerdy voice that tries to sound cool. You step into a living room. You are assaulted, not literally, thankfully, but by the smorgasbord of merchandise. This place looks like someone did a Google search on otaku collections, and the first result that opened. With the first result, you got posters every inch door in the walls, blocked by shelves containing DVDs, manga. Hey, you think Vince Media was like, hey, let's put an otaku in there? Well, what I know from otaku is a guy who likes anime, because I know that's how you are. Well, I don't carry swords and stuff. I mean, the swords I do carry are actually for you know what. They're not actually display purposes. Yep. I polish them daily, just as I polish my blade. I bet you do! Don't dare touch them or you will taste my folded steel. In fact, you step far away from the flamethrower just in case. Oh, we get to see another Lucis, and he's like a wolf. Or some kind of cat. You bump behind, you spin around. Gary's Lucis is surveying you with a tense gaze. It looks like a Shiba Inu. if they were twice the size and had opposable everything. Honestly, watching you scuttling around like a monkey, sniffing you is pretty entrancing. Eventually, you see me as the standards, and he darts out of the room. You hear something rustling in the kitchen. You hear some rustling in what you can assume is the kitchen. That was Tadashi eating my Lucis. He taught me everything I know. I could not have asked for a better sensei. Oh, I mean, Lucis can be senseis, I think. Dogs are great. You respond, then you immediately take them back with dogs are great. That's got to be the blandest possible statement you could have ever made. And probably inaccurate. What would thing be called? A bark beast? A wolf gremlin? A fetch fiend? No, bark beast. No, it's a bark beast. Oh, Tegiri isn't paying attention to you anymore. He's bruising his shells, picking out some DVDs. Per my scheduled viewing, we will watch carefully the curated section of classic episodes. Hey, as long as they ain't Robotech, we're good. Or if you have a certain anime called Apocalypse Zero. Because we ain't watching Apocalypse Zero, man. I don't want to throw up again. Since you have a newcomer, it might not be best to jump in the middle of a series. Philosopher Hafton. Perhaps we shall begin with the first season of school-fed heroism and the transition to some episodes of Kismet stuck in the morning. Kismet stuck. What is? I don't know why, but it blows my mind. Okay, the original airing, of course, not the censored one with the ridiculous CGI dragons. Yeah, man, I agree with you. I mean, some CGI in anime can be kind of eh. I mean, you actually have to know what you're doing if you're gonna put CGI in an anime. It's gotta look natural with the world. You know what I mean? It has to look completely utterly natural. But I'm rambling on here. Looks like Tegiri take full control of the morning activities, which you find yourself entirely copacetic with. The less you need to insert your own opinions and make your own choices, the less likely you are to fuck up. It's probably not the healthiest way to live, but it's gotten you somewhere between 19 friends so far. You're sticking to it. Tegiri retrieves a disc container, popping it into the equivalent troll DVD player. It's a slimy, chugging noise. It sucks in the disc, and like unusual, you aren't sure if it's the inanimate object or a living being. Either way, you're a little disgusted. The DVD player hums. Tegiri's TV lights up with a colorful title screen. You get ready to get settled in for a journey through a wonderful world of animes. Anime, dude, just say. Alright, hold on, everybody. I gotta cut my mic for a minute. Not making that same mistake again. Tegiri, okay, hold on. This isn't the correct copy. Localization line. The localization lines on these were changed after the original translator was called by a purple blood for the crimes against buffoonery. I specially ordered the first edition. I paid extra for it. This is unacceptable. Tegiri stops the DVD player and jerks the disc and places it back in its case. Come, there's still time in the night. We need to resolve this immediately. That imported from me is nearby. Unlike most stores in Alternia, this shop is strictly run by a living troll. A fellow collector that I would not entrust to automation. So no one would expect with an actual involved think pan involved, there would be no careless mistakes like this. At at least I'm on good terms with the owner, so I doubt there'd be no trouble. You, on the other hand, expect much of everything on this goddamn planet. Been in trouble so far. He does know how awful it is here. You don't want a human explain to him or anything, but things are pretty awful here. Things are pretty awful here. You guess he knows. One of the main billboards that line the streets has been defaced with bright red graffiti. It says some pretty nasty stuff about Trezon. Man, I got some nasty things to say. Oh, and I feel, heck, even though she's defeated, the High Scratch is gonna find a way to bring her back. And we gotta be ready for that. Don't tell the humans our plan. They don't know. It's all part of the show for them. Not any blade, a razor sharp blade. A steel folded katana, forged in the East Alternian moonlight. A heated by a bellows breath of a magnificent draconian lucis, cooled by the shimmering cascade of acid waterfalls, and handed to be fit to be handled by only a true expert. Do you dance? You're caught off guard by that question. Dancing, as in moving one's body to the music? In a way, yes. Moving the sweet music of steel to the rhythm of combat. The stiletto step that weaves. Hey, it feels like I wrote this. It feels like Teenage Me wrote this. Okay. That weaves death into glory. Into one beautiful motion. Do you dance? Oh, well. I mean, if you ain't asking the hand reader, fuck, I dance. But that depends on what you're talking about. Now, swordsmanship is kind of almost parallel to none. My Chaos Blade, on the other hand, has always been kind of a little heavy for most people to wield. But me, I have very intense upper body strength, so I can wield this no problem. But anybody else that can really, because the metal is not really a normal thing you can find on Earth, and was really kind of something I had to get in the higher heavens, and then my great 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 grandfather had to get in the sword, and it was a whole big process. But yes, I do dance. You really should figure out this guy's dial setting to talk about swords, only talk about anime. Sometimes he gets particularly frisky when he talks about both at once. You love to learn. Cool. Fat. Swordplay is more than cool. It's a way of life. The code of honor. Okay, yeah, I kind of understand that. I mean, he means it in more of a kind of, he wants to be that. I am that. You mind if I get your sword out? You mind if I get your sword out? No, Egg. Because you can't lift. I bet you can't lift it. Oh, we'll see. Because I'm strong enough to do it. All right. Show me that you can do it. Come on, go on. I want to see. All right. Grab. Okay, you got it. Ugh. Ugh. It's so heavy. Yeah. Hold up, man. How can you lift it so effortlessly? Well, my strength can't be measured anymore. Mostly because either the God Key, my own chaos life force that kind of can hold the sword no matter what state I'm in, or a mixture of the three. Pick up the blade and blind yourself to the tenets of Bushido and prepare at all times. I'm not really versed in Bushido. It's more a mixture of fencing, a little bit of Bushido, and some other swords techniques I know rolled into one thing to make my own style. At times, it's time to enforce justice. The only way the sword knows to steal. Someday, the pursuit of justice, may face to face with these rebel scum. I must be ready to show them my blades. The magnificent terror of the blade. So he doesn't like the rebels. Who knows? I may be awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor. A troll can dare to dream. Vigilante, please. I would only call a troll who legally deserved death. What kind of moron do you take me for? You hope you're not laying it on too thick, but he seems to enjoy the praise. We're here. This won't take too long. He takes you to the night market and reminds you of the place where you met Polypod. A strip mall lies to the left, and many tents and stalls. A sign above that reads the door Super Top Potato Imports. What the fuck? Tegiri makes a beeline for the counter by the greasy looking gold-blooded with pinkish looking eyes. You, on the other hand, are more interested in the rest of the store. It looks like Tegiri's living room, but bigger. Anime figurines on sale, which look like preposterous amounts of money. DVDs, comics lining the shelves. It's manga, you uncultured swine. arcade games and you know, guys, some people have been saying like, and some people saying, do I want another friendsim troll to join us? I don't really got any friendsim trolls that would join us that I'm willing to save without fucking up the timeline. There's even a section. There's even a section for replica swords, which all look far too sharp and legitimately deadly for your liking. Skulking between the shelves, an olive blood guy. You can't quite tell if he works here or if he's here browsing. You're not sure if any troll has. You're not sure if any trolls even have normal jobs. You're about to ask the olive blood guy about a particular DVD when you're distracted by the commotion at the counter. Tegiri, you're pretty sure you heard Tegiri snarling about something about rights of the customer. Looks like trouble is brewing. You turn your head towards the counter and listen in. Do you really think you can get away with ripping me off like this? Do you know who I am? My blood caste? A teal blood, like me, has connections to a vast network of like-minded souls at my beck and call. Sorry, had a big brunch. Be ready to be unsheathed by my hap by my hapless foes. The legal force I can I can bring to bear against you is greater than any puerile mind could ever imagine. A fleet of legislators will descend on you like a clone armed shadow clones armed with the greatest weapon. Oh yeah, you're a Naruto fan. And a little bit of Bleach I can see. The greatest weapon of them all. The greatest weapon of them all. Knowledge. With our intricate understanding of Eternial legal code, I will have you mired in suits so myriad, so mind-numbing, you will wish for an early and swift and early death by my blade. Death my blade can provide, or you can exchange for equal or greater. You can exchange You'll offer me in exchange for equal or greater value to my original purchase. Which path will you choose, Scum? You wander close to the counter, hoping you might be able to resolve the situation, but you blunder right into the olive blood, sending him tumbling. Oh God! One newcomer in a heart-shaped heart-shaped horns, and a bright pink sign, and another features some red-blooded douchebag wearing pants that are too tall for him. Tegiri picks up one of the mangas and waves it in front of the shopkeeper's faces. Care to explain what I'm looking at here? Imperial dictates in section 3.2, depiction of a non-standard hemological attributes are strictly forbidden. Imperial 7, number 7, section 5, materials which have been encouraged action against the estate is considered contraband of the highest degree. The olive blood, who can clearly see the situation careening downhill like a scuttlebuggy without wheel stops, has begun to creep towards the door. You'd love to do the same, but you can't give him a potential new friendship. It's basically pathological. To think, this is my favorite Eastern Alternian hobby shop, could stoop so low as to peddle this criminal filth. What a sickening betrayal. The shopkeeper stammers, offering a litany of muddled explanations only scenes to incense to intense incense fuck to Gary further. He was holding it for a friend. Wait, it's satire? Gary slams his palm down onto the counter. His eye shoots open, revealing a dark purple. Wait a minute, this man got shot and gun. Oh god, he's the king of shotting gun. His name is... Oh, I'm stupid. No, stop. I can't take it. This hurts. My sides. Oh, okay, Equius, go right ahead. Do this for me. I can't breathe. Okay. Revealing over a dark purple iris with a strange swirling pattern. Imperial number the 67 section satire 2 is especially contraband. You think you can mess with me? I've watched countless hours of legal drama, played and replayed legendary legislators, memorizing every twist. How I know the law back and forth. And now your punishment is due. You're fucking dead. You're fucking dead, kiddo. Tegiri leans against the counter with his free hand. The hilt of the katana, gripping the hilt of the katana, tenses, ready to draw. He's about to straight up execute this guy. What should we do? Well, we could save him. Because I'm like, we could save him, but I don't know. I gotta intervene, man. It's not my style to see someone get executed. Silence. Oh god, they're used body pillows. Oh god, so many Takamakaras. Oh shit, no. Oh god. You okay? Yeah, I just had to play it up. Ugh. You think Tegiri refusing listening to your dumb little speech. Whatever you said, and you honestly already forgot. You're clearly new to this planet. I felt pity for your naivete. I should have killed him. Death is legally prescribed punishment for such crimes as his. Actually, it's legally punishable for most crimes. I should have separated him from his head. But I looked into your pleading eyes and I saw. Tegiri goes quiet. You would describe the silence as him being particularly brooding, and a lot of silence. Like that on this planet. Then he finally speaks. This isn't my first time. It was sweeps ago. I believe I was patrolling the hive batch in search of evildoers when I caught the unmistakable scent of smoke in the air. Pursuing the lead, I saw a hive partially collapse. My partially collapsed. Partially collapsed. Partially on fire. My instincts flared up. I rushed in to help. the innocent soul who was trapped there. But as I was helping a girl bandage her wounds, it occurred to me I made a grievous error in judgment. Certain trolls in the certain age without limbs in a prophet's hide are considered invaluable, stated to be called. But by my right, I should have put her out of her misery. I realized my mistake, and yet I looked in her deep gray eyes, dulled by the pain of loss. I sheathed my blade. In fact, even though she's high as list and loose as list, I remain in contact to her and to her to this day, knowing deep down one day I must call her. The law demands it. I don't know if I could. Why does my conviction waver at times like these? If you know who if he's talking about someone you could think he's talking about, are you thinking it could be a Missa? And we never saw her loses. The point here, the point, but that's not the point here. The point is he's spilling real, true, deep emotion with you. Basically, this is friendship in the bag. You gotta drop some sweeping, vague wisdom that makes him feel better about not being a potential unthinking cog in the Turnian murder machine. You offer a light suggestion that maybe what is legal and what is just aren't always the same things. Just a little thought. He's doing he's doing the right thing. He's doing the right thing overlooking her situation because of how obviously fucked up it is to be a homeless orphan. He goes silent for a long time, chewing the bottom of his lip. Feh, you're naive. You're naive. Naive, uncultured, unenlightened. Wow, thanks, dick. Exactly. You're just like Sasuke, motherfucker. God damn. You think the world is as simple like a cartoon for children? Alternia is ruled by cold logic where men such as myself make hard decisions. It's not easy being dictated to the code of law. I ask as much I ask as much of us it asks as much of us and gives little in return. Because it gives us order. It keeps the beast at bay. If I were to question it, what then? Would I begin to wander, unjust blue bloods, to command servants for Apellian drones to cull the unfirmed for us to obey the ever-changing whims of Alternian royalty? It takes a lot of effort to suppress your yeah, but for the sake of bludgeoning friendship, you allow him to continue with his monologue. Riots in the streets, trolls killing trolls, even more so than usual, I mean. I cannot waver. These hands must remain steady and true. I feel a pull towards scorching fangs of the light. I must continue my path, remain tender in its righteous embrace of the dark. My, true, my blade, my intelligence, my sensei, my injustice, my only companion on this lonely road. He goes on like that for quite a while. He starts to muddle together in your head. You lose count of how many times he repeats some of the screeching about justice and truth and being smarter than all the other trolls in the room. Yeah, a classic weeb. He just needs a couple of good pals to remind him what it's like to have a heart. Thanks for lending. Think you have my thanks for lending your ear. Oh, a compliment. A compliment brings you out of your revere. Interrupts an old introspection machine, like the opportunity to chug on the succulent ambrosia that only praise and gratitude can praise and gratitude kind of praise or gratitude. It's no big deal, you tell him. You're a great listener, and that's what friends are for. He has considered having more friends like you, for example. He opens his mouth to to re, to reiterate the whole Lord Swordsman thing. You so hastily try to change the topic about what's with his eye. Most trolls have great irises. Those who don't follow the typical biological color that they display. Tegiri pauses, tensing his grip on his sword as his left fang, and he digs his left fang into his lip. This must be his clearly most guarded secret. Have you earned this trust long enough to hear that? The contact islands is it for cosplay. Fair enough. Oh man, I thought it was canon that trolls learned freaking Sharingan. That would have been cool. Think about that. A group of freaking teal-blooded trolls that have Sharingan. Think how cool that would be. Fuck, like fuck the Alternate royalty. Fuck the purple bloods. If you fucking have Sharingan and you have fucking Itachi's Sharingan, think of all the fucking havoc you can unleash on the royalty. They can literally think that they're drowning. They can literally think that they're being stabbed. They can literally think that their whole fucking city is crumpling and their minds break like so many fragile twigs in the breeze. You've thought a lot about this. Well, I've thought about killing Lord English. I've thought about killing Doc Scratch and Lord English a lot lately. Actually, the cosplays as different, the cosplay as a different blood cast is is even legal on this planet. If he's doing it, he's probably right. You the sight of another troll standing in front of Tegiri's hive as a shelter from the rising sun. They are pacing back and forth with precise movements, glancing at one of the windows, almost planning to break in. When you hear footsteps approaching, they perk up and whirl their heads around. Wait a sec, you recognize them? Polypa! Um, hey, Polypa, how you doing? Polypa spots you before Tegiri spots her. Wait! Is she talking about... Are she talking... She's throwing on a disguise. Her face softens and she smiles. Hey, Tiggs. I forgot her voice. I was starting to wonder where you were if anime night was canceled. Your Lucis has been staring at the window. I think he thinks it's funny. Me still got me watching outside, roasting to death while you're chasing while while you're chasing Purbeast around the. I bet. Classic, classic Tadashi. Why were you late? Just busier than expected with some work. He shoots you a sharp glance. Shit! assembling new mecha models. You you know how it is. Hey, Polyphone, I'm allowed to have friends and, yeah, it was special and stuff, but, I'm allowed to have other friends. Just saying. Of course, it's all too easy to get wrapped up in one's hobby. I didn't realize we'd have a third for. Oh, I think there. I'm starting to see what's going on. Not to mention somebody I know. Nani, you and my new Kohai have already met. She pauses, darting back and forth between you once more. She seems to be assessing the situation, wearing what looks like the assassin evade catcher. You recognize that look, considering she was literally wearing it the last time you met. We're kind of Moirails. Yeah. Why are you getting so sweaty? No reason, no reason. That's absolutely not what you thought you were. But you kind of nod your head and roll with it. It seems she wants you to do. Oh, Moirails. Tegiri's face tightens unexpectedly. You caught it. Nothing gets past your own sense of friendship making eyes. Actually, there's a lot of things you can get past them. Particularly, this is not the particular thing. Your finely tuned your finely tuned nuances of social situations are as long as those are nuances that don't involve brief binary choices on is which social futures hinge on. Well, as you know, I'm too busy studying the blade to pursue quadrants of any sort. A, a foolish waste of time. Laws not for were not for the laws. I would I would swear off them entirely. Are you sure it isn't? Can't you just get a date? You don't have to play the mysterious loner. There are other clubs you could join instead of insisting on running your own. He huffs. Looking away, you hear his Lucy's barking from behind the window, sounding like a tone of laughter. Fools mock what they cannot understand, which they cannot understand. To think I was going to congratulate you on finding love. Once you finish your feel about romance being dumb. I'm not saying me and Chloe would have a thing because that'd be so wrong, but I don't know. Maybe there's probably another Bugsy out there that probably is with Polypa. Who knows? I probably haven't met them yet. Which responds with a smile. You can tell the exchange is not friendly only because he's smiling, but because he's still standing. Enough banter. The harsh glare of the sun begins to crest. We have Eastern alternate animation to indulge in. I'll allow both of you to spend a day in my hide. Is space there? There's wait a minute. Hold up. If needed, there's space. Oh shit! A slump party with more than one participant? Even that's gotta be worth extra friend points, so you're in. You shelter from the boiling death orb in the sky. It barely even registers as an added bonus. Polyphus smiles at you three as you enter Tegiri's hive. Tegiri covers up all the windows, blocking out Finding out the son gets a new copy of his DVD, which thankfully meets his standards this time. You settle on the couch and bask in the warm glow of friendship and prepare to lose yourself in hours of wonderful, beautiful anime. I still can't read the language. I was on attorney for like 3 years and I still can't read the language. But we did it. And not saying, and again, not saying that me and Polyplay have a thing. Just saying. If Hansakamaru was here, he'd say, "Sure, you're not." Oh, what is it? Oh, if he was here, what would he know? Well, guys, I gave you the 2 extra episodes. I delivered, and I did what I had said I was gonna do. Thank you for watching. Thank you for understanding that yesterday was just not a good time. I thank you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and ignore the background noise, and have a nice night. Because tomorrow we're gonna do it all again. We're finally done with Volume 10. See you guys later. Peace. And hope you all become strong next time we meet. See you guys later. And remember what I said, peace.